but it still didn't give me that highlighted effect. It just blended directly into my skin. Did not even, maybe it just brightened 0.00000000002%, and that was it. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Ivy and I'm a makeup artist based in Salvage, Delta State, Nigeria. And in today's video, I'm going to be discussing with you or revealing to you the 5 makeup products I have purchased this year that I absolutely regret buying. Now, if this is the content you would like to see so that you will learn how to save your money and don't spend it on something that you will get later, then please keep on watching. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, comments in the comment section down below. Okay, now the very first product that I regret buying, I'm trying to clean it because brown powder and foundation have stained it. The very first product I regret buying is this product right here, and this is the Morphe Mattifying Continuous Setting Mist. This product was an absolute waste of money. I actually wanted to get the black one, the normal continuous setting mist, but I couldn't find it, so I went ahead to get this. It's mattifying, yes, but it comes out in a very weird burst, like it's splatter on the face, and on every single occasion I use this product, it ruined my makeup. Like I had to go over my makeup again with my beauty sponge, another setting mist, and even when it dried, like you still see those little dots all over the face. Please don't waste your money. The mist, unless Morphe does something about this, I think it's because of the consistency. It's a bit thick. I don't know what the problem with particular mattifying mist is, but it's not worth it. It's not even worth it, and it's not like those rubber, those normal plastic setting sprays that you can turn into a different bottle. This one is a can, it's in a metal can, so there's no way to salvage this. But just watch till the end. I'll tell you the 5 ways I learned to work around these products, because you've already purchased them. I'm based in Nigeria, and Nigeria, we don't have a return policy like that. So once you buy something, you are stuck with it and your money has gone down the drain. So I will show you, if you made that kind of mistake and you are in a country where you cannot readily take the product back, I will be giving you some tips on how to salvage them. So this is the very first item that I actually regret buying in 2020, and one you should not waste your money buying. The second product is actually a very painful one, because this is a brand that I really do love. It's the Nuban Beauty Oil Control Setting Powder. I have mine in the shade Caramel. Now, everyone who knows me knows that I swear by the Nuban Beauty in my skin liquid concealer. I'm in the shade 046, and that concealer is like the best thing since sliced bread. I always tell people that I love that concealer a lot. And so when I heard that Nuban Beauty came out with this product, of course I rushed and went ahead to buy. But for some reason, it just did not seem to work with my skin. Now, the shade Caramel is actually a good shade for me, but this powder has some little shimmery particles in it, and when you use it to set your face, you see these little specks of glitter on the skin. After setting, your face looks good. For those of you who do not know, I have very oily skin, and I discovered that within an hour 30 minutes of applying this product on my, probably using to set my concealer and everything, like my face becomes a write-off. Like it becomes an oily mess. It creases underneath my eye. Like it kind of, I've used this powder with my tried and trusted concealers. I've used it even with Nuban Beauty concealer. It tends to separate the concealer. It's not long lasting at all. Doesn't set the concealer in place well. Probably the concealer is coming off because it wasn't properly set, like the powder did not hold it properly in place. It just didn't work for me. I have tried it with every single every single concealer I own, even those like more mattifying ones, full coverage, just did not work. So I'm just happy that it came in a very, very small container. This is a 10-gram sifter. So well, I'll just walk around it. And but if you have oily skin like me, don't, I think it is more targeted towards those who want those glowy, natural looking skin. But if you want like your face to be set, your under eye to be set properly for like at least to last the whole day, if not for several hours, then this product is not for you. It's the second product on my list that I actually regretted buying in 2020. And this product cost me 5,000 naira. If you are in Nigeria, if you're based outside Nigeria, 5,000 naira is about $13. So I'm muffy now. You know how much it costs. Okay. The third product I actually regret buying. As in, I was buying, like, oh God, who sent me a message? The Ezekiel HD concealers, the Ezekiel Second Skin concealers. There's a Nigerian beauty influencer, Lady Stanley, who sometime in August this year came out with a collaboration with this brand, Ezekiel Cosmetics, which is a Nigerian brand. And so when I went ahead to purchase that eyeshadow palette, I just decided to just go online, watch reviews, and see like one or two other Ezekiel products that I could just throw in my cart and purchase alongside the eyeshadow palette. Okay, now among the products they had in stock, I saw that other people were raving about their beauty sponges, and I saw 2 videos of Nigerian beauty influencers who were raving about these concealers. And so I bought, I tried to shade match myself, and I got the shade Caramel. The package arrived and I discovered that this got it for 1,500 naira, which is about $4 to $5. This was a total waste of money. Like, number one, it's overly drying. Like, I apply it and the area directly underneath my eye remains like dry, and then within 3 hours oil is already seeping out on my cheek and all that area, and under my eyes like really, really dry. And then it does this weird thing where when you use concealers, like lighter concealer, a shade or 2 lighter than your skin tone, it tends to it helps to highlight underneath the eye. Unfortunately, with this one, once you apply it, it blends into your skin. Like, you cannot even notice where you applied it, and by the time you set with your setting powder and all of that, it's just one, like your face still remains flat. So I said to myself, you've already bought, you cannot return. Oh yeah, look for a solution. I then went ahead and got the shade Honey to mix together with the caramel, probably thinking that the caramel was too dark. So I bought Honey, and then I started applying them. I will apply caramel, then apply honey on it. Same thing, blended directly into my skin. And so I decided to use only honey, and only honey gave me a little bit of a highlighted effect, but it had this ashy cast to it. I was still not tired though. I went ahead and I got the shade Nude because at least I've tried this. This is one in the middle. Let me just try at least. There's no how this one will not work for me. So I went and I bought Nude. So all in all, these 3 concealers cost me 4,500 naira, and no one is working. The Nude blended into my skin, but it still didn't give me that highlighted effect. It just blended directly into my skin. Did not even, maybe it just brightened 0.00000000002%, and that was it. So I'm stuck with these concealers, 3 of them. I should have learned my lesson after the first one, but I didn't. And so I'm stuck with these 3 concealers, and well, I'll tell you how I managed to salvage them further down the line. The 4th item I got that I really regretted this year is this classic liquid liner. I got this liner for 8,800 naira, which is roughly around $7-8, depending on the exchange rate. It's a black liquid liner, and it has an applicator that looks like this. This liquid liner is like they mix charcoal and water. If you're not based in Nigeria, you don't know what charcoal means. But you know charcoal, you just blended charcoal and added a little bit of water and just poured into this container. That was it. Like once you apply it on your lid there, as you're applying it, it's showing black. As it's drying, it's just like translucent, colorless. Hey God. 1,800 naira. Just went down the drain like that. Like that. Well, this product I'm definitely not going to repurchase again no matter what. So it's classic. 8,800 naira. Wasted. Okay. The very, very last product on my list. Products I regret buying. I love this product brand a lot, and it's Juvia's Place. Now, I consider myself to be pretty dark skinned. I use NW48 in MAC foundations. I use 450 in Fenty Beauty. I use 360 or 362 in Maybelline Superstay full coverage foundation. And so when I went online, I saw reviews about this particular product. This is the Juvia's Place Saharan Blush Volume 1. I saw reviews and I thought like Volume 1 will be much better suited to me than the Volume 2. I wish I had known. I would have gone for the Volume 2. This is how the product looks like. It has 2 highlighter shades. It has whatever this is. It has 3 blushes. I regretted buying this palette not because the product is not good or pigmented or doesn't deliver, but it just had no place in my routine. Now, I don't know how this is coming off on camera, but these Zara and Lila shades, these 2 highlighting shades right here, are really dark for me to highlight with, so they are practically useless to me. I can only use this blush, which is actually pretty good. I love that. And this orange blush. This pink blush is so pink that on a skin tone like mine, it's absurd. No matter how, even if you lightly dip your brush into it, like just lightly dip and apply, the pink is, for those who have like deeper skin tone than me, this pink would really work. But for people who are like my skin tone and down, it's not going to work. And then this shade called Abby right here. It has this purplish undertone to it, so you can't even really use it, and it's really dark. You can't really use it for contouring. You can't use it for anything whatsoever. So, you know, you just have a palette like this, which you bought with like good sum, and then like if you're based in Nigeria and you know how expensive it is if you are ordering things from the abroad, and then I'm just stuck with these 2 shades. Like these other 4 are useless to me. It's a total waste of money. This is one product I regret buying. So for my skin shade and a bit lighter, I think I would advise you to go for the Saharan Blush Volume 2. That will be a better bang for your buck. I think that's how they say it. Anyway, so let me go over now into ways you can salvage these products, because these are things you've already gotten, and like I said earlier, if you're based in a country like Nigeria, like where I am from, when you purchase these things, there are no return policies, so you're stuck with them. And if you don't want your money to go down the drain, then you have to find a way to work around it. I'm going to start with this and go all the way back down. So the very, very first thing that let me start with this. I decided to use these 2 colors as eyeshadows. So that automatically means that I have 2 gold. They apply pretty well as eyeshadows. I mix this with one other shade. I have it on my lid today. I use both of them as like a gold eyeshadow when I'm doing my eye looks. I still leave these 2 as my blush. I use this one, I've used it as an eyeshadow for my crease color, for my lid color, for like monotone look. And I use this for my crease color. This is actually a very, very good crease color because it's really pigmented. It gives that, you have to like smoke out the eye properly. It gives that deep, most eyeshadow palettes do not even come with shades that are like this, that are really as pigmented as this. So, and this is actually a big pan, so it can serve as an eyeshadow, like crease color for those who have like a deep skin tone like me. So that's the way I discovered to salvage this particular product, so that I do not absolutely regret buying it. But it wouldn't have been a choice if I had known, or if I had been able to see it before I purchase. But being that I'm stuck with it, I have to look for ways to make it work. Okay. Now the fourth item I mentioned was the classic makeup USA liquid liner. This particular one, what I decided to do with it, I got one other liquid liner that was like holy grail to me, and then I turned about 3 drops into this, and 4 drops into this, and tried to like mix it in and move it around and stuff. And then I managed to salvage it a bit. It's still not as pigmented as I would like it, but at least when I apply it now, it does show. It doesn't just blend into, it doesn't just dry into nothingness. You still see that that grayish color. It's not really black, like as black as I would like my liquid liner to be normally, but at least it still shows. So on this one, I want like that natural makeup look, I go with this, and at least until it gets finished, let me get my money's worth out of it. Okay. The other product I mentioned was the Nuban Beauty oil control setting powder. What I did with this is that I got my Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder in the shade translucent, and so whenever I'm using this powder, I just take a bit of that and mix into this. And because that powder is tried and tested, it's really, really very good. I've been using it for years and it does work. And so I mix a bit of that into this, and with that, I'm able to use this and still get a little bit of wear out of my makeup. Like 3-4 hours wear, and then like 5-star protein. Okay. Now, the other product I mentioned was the Zickel concealers. Now, one way I discovered on how to make these concealers work, what I do, the first way I use it, I go in first with the shade nude. I apply it and blend out, and then I go over top that with the shade honey, and I blend atop that. And after that, I use a very, very light skin, very, very light tone powder, like my W7 Banana Dreams Loose Setting Powder, which is almost stark white. That's what I use to set, to help give me that little bit of highlighted effect. Another way you can also make this work is if you have a concealer from another brand, like the LA Girl Pro Concealer. I have the shade Cool Tan and Fawn, which ordinarily were like very light concealers for me that I don't use. But seeing that, I use the shade Toffee normally, but seeing as these ones do not have that highlighted effect, I apply them and use those ones to like kind of blend it in, and it helps to give me the highlighted effect. So it helps me salvage those other concealers as well. But you can actually get like the LA Girl concealer in a lighter shade, and then so that you can salvage this one. So your money will not just waste, at least. Then the final one is this Morphe Continuous Mist Setting Spray. Mattifying Continuous Setting Mist. So what I did with this one is that I now apply it before I apply my face foundation. So I use it like a face primer. I have my little container. I just sprayed this into it like 2 sprays. After moisturizing my face, I use those flat foundation brushes and apply it all over my face, just like you apply the milk of magnesia. Like, no time it was raining now. I use it, and then I go over top that with my foundation. And actually, a very, very good primer. Let me put it that way, because I use it as a primer now. Because the setting spray is just useless. So at least I'm gradually running out. Depending when I eventually run out, then I toss off. But at least I'm still putting it to good use. So if you have this, instead of just tossing it off, try it as a primer. It's actually a very, very good mattifying primer if you know how to use it. Which is, don't spray directly on your face. Don't go and blend yourself. Don't go and give yourself issues. Just spray on a container, and then, or in a mixing pan or anything. Just spray on the surface first, and then apply on your face. I like to use that flat foundation brush. Just apply it, blend it in properly, and then go in with my foundation. So those are ways I discovered on how to salvage these items so that money cannot go to waste, money cannot go down the drain, especially in this economy and in this climate. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for staying tuned till the end. I hope you had a nice time, and I hope people will just avoid these products like a plague. And if you've already purchased these products, at least you've learned how to salvage it. I tried now. Anyway, now that we're on it, I hope people have subscribed because I cannot watch this video this far. Not subscribe. You know you like me. Just subscribe so you can be my chief friend. Alright guys, till I come your way next time. Stay blessed. Bye guys.